Morning everyone. Now I wanted to do a recording of how I structure my day so that it can be as peaceful and as slow living as possible. Now I started doing that and I've been working on it for about 3 or 4 days now, but it has just got into such a massive unwieldy project that I've decided to split it into 3 specific parts, which is the morning, the midday and afternoon and the evening. So this morning we're coming out into this beautiful countryside where we usually go for a walk most days, and I hope you enjoy spending a little time with us out in the countryside. We're at Rivington near Bolton. It's a lovely drive through the countryside. There's some gorgeous properties. We're coming up to one now. There you go, a lovely stone cottage. The sun is beautiful. This is going to be such a beautiful morning. Right, we'll see you out on our walk. It's 7:30 a.m. and it's absolutely beautiful out here. We're walking by some fields now, and in a minute we're going to enter some woodland and walk down to a reservoir, and we'll see you down there. It's quite warm actually, and there's lots of birds singing. Surprisingly warm, which is about time because we've had a terrible winter so far, haven't we? But today we've come out and we want to talk about how I structure my day, and we've split it into 3 parts. So I'm going to go about the morning. I wake up fairly early. I've never been one for lying in bed ever, and one of those that once I open my eyes and wake up I have to get up. I can't lie in bed. If I lie in bed for any length of time, if I drift off again, I get terrible headaches. And I kind of resent myself because I love the morning and I love the light and I love the feeling, I love the quiet, and especially on a warm summer's day or a nice spring day like this is now, the warmth, it has a freshness about it. As the day warms up, it kind of goes a little bit flat and a little bit stale. But at this time of the morning, it's clean. The air is clean, there's something about it, there's something about the light coming through the trees, the greenness. It kind of shines through the leaves and gives it this, everything a green hue. And it's clean, and there's a very slight breeze. Hardly anything. I mean, I think it's just me disturbing the air as I walk through it. And it's beautiful. I get up early every morning, and the first thing I do, I open the blinds and then I stand there. Now I don't live anywhere where there's a nice picturesque view through the window. I live in a terrace row, but I still look out of the window and I can see the sky, and I can just the light reflecting off the houses opposite me, and it's just nice because you're greeting that new day, aren't you? And it's just such a nice feeling, and I stand there for as long as it takes. Now I know a lot of people are at work, but if you just take the time to get up 10 minutes, quarter of an hour earlier, you can do all these things. You can just start the day, start your working day already having had several good experiences. So then I open the blinds and I gaze out at the day for as long as it takes. Molly is usually lolling on the bed. She always follows, she never comes downstairs when I do. She follows me down about 5 minutes later. And I do have a routine. I go into the living room and I open the blinds there. And there's something I really like. I like about morning light anyway, but when you open the blinds and then the room is swamped in sunlight, if it's a nice day, normal if it's a cloudy day, it's fine, but if it's a sunny day, it's just an added bonus. And I stand there in the sun, just letting it wash over me. And on a warm summer's day, I will open the window and you can feel a zephyr of warm breeze coming in, hitting you. And it's the most incredible feeling, that. Just standing there and letting the light fall on you. The smells, the feel, the breeze. And then with breakfast. And then I go and I sit in the living room with Molly while I drink a coffee. She's come down now. Usually goes in a basket or on the couch because I'm soft and I let her go on the furniture, but that's my business. And then we set out. But one thing I have not done at all, I have not opened a laptop. I've probably just gone on my phone for a couple of minutes, but I try not to, but it's such a temptation. But I've not done anything. I've not looked at any bills. I've not done any kind of admin at all. All I have done is got up, had my breakfast and greeted the day, and it is a law of mine that we never do anything in the morning. We never do any paperwork, any admin, any phone calls, any reading of letters, any reading of emails. We do nothing at all. All that is for the afternoon, but we will come to that later. So we set out and we go out, and I've got the privilege of staying out as long as I want. And it all depends on the weather, because Molly kind of dictates how long we stay out, because she's a little old lady with little old legs. But she likes being out. She'll walk for a couple of hours, but then she'll want to sit, so we find a bench to sit on. But on a day like today, on a morning like this, we've got to stay out. We've got to do it for ourselves, because this is just joyful. And so we come out and we walk, and it's great because we're in the countryside. There is no distractions. Nobody can get to me here. Nobody can approach. Nobody can come and dig at me and say, what about this? What about that? You need to pay this, you need to pay that. Nah. Nothing. It's just us. I'm walking out from the trees. It was cool. And now the sun is hitting me in the face. And even at this time, even at something like about 8 o'clock now, there's warmth. One of the nicest days we've had so far, and we're out in it, and I'm talking to you, and all is at peace with the world. For me anyway, not for a lot of people. So this is what we do. This is how we spend our mornings. But the thing is, we don't let anything come into the morning. The morning ends when we reach lunchtime. We will not have done anything except what we want to do. We will have just enjoyed the day and enjoyed the beauty and done nothing else at all. Even appointments I make, and I have quite a few because I have to have blood tests and all sorts of things like that. I try to make them in the afternoon. I can't always manage it, but most of the time I can. And that's good, because the morning and the evening are for us. Lunchtime and the afternoon are for doing work, because I love the light and the feel of the mornings. I think the afternoon is a bit flat for me. I'd rather have morning light and morning feel. Started filling up with people now, seen quite a few people who I meet on a regular basis, so we've had a nice little chat. Our dogs have barked at each other, so that's good. And it's days warming up. Wow, I hope everyone out there can have a nice day today. What is it, the 27th, Saturday today? And it's absolutely gorgeous. The sun is beautiful. I can't get over it. I just want to talk about it all the time. I hope you all have a beautiful day. See, that dog barking is the dog that's one of Molly's mates. So we're going to carry on. But that was just a brief one to take out how I spend my morning. So think about that. Make sure that you have a plan. Make sure that you have it structured. Even though you try to live a kind of unstructured life, you need structure. So you're not getting sidetracked. Make sure nothing enters your mind. Make sure as little enters your mind as possible. Appreciate the morning. Now when you leave the house, nothing will have got in there to stimulate it. You will be as much at peace as you were when you got out of bed, and I think that's a great way to approach the day. Look at this. Can you hear the crow? I always think that's a really archetypal English sound. There's no sound more English than you're walking in the countryside and you can hear really distant, really faint church bells and crows. Think about that, isn't it? Isn't that very English? Church bells and crows, and you could be anywhere. But we're not anywhere, we're here at Rivington in the northwest of England, in Lancashire, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's grim up north. It's not grim up north. It's beautiful. You have a great day. Part 2, we'll tell you what we do in the afternoon, how we go about it, and then we'll tell you what we do in the evening. And it will all make sense. And I don't think I can do much more to live my life as peacefully and as stress-free as possible. I'm living proof that it works. See you on the flip. Peace and love.